The way Mahama answered the question on Galamsey in declaring a state of emergency and the airline on Galamsey shows he is not ready to fight its show. No wonder NDC gurus are doing it with impunity, destroying our lands and water bodies. And for the first time, over 14,000 Ghanaians are refugees in La Côte d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso because of the conflict in Mahama's hometown, Bole and Sola Tuna Kaba. So he should use his energy in prosecuting So he should use his energy in prosecuting Abronya to solve the conflict, which is shameful. We for a champion, Kagu Electric as a Tozu station, and also anyway, if free a buyer. Osman Bafo Abronya is now free, but I'm telling President Mahama and his NDC that they are abusing power. The way and the manner they are harassing the opponents are becoming rampant. They should stop it and focus on their promises. So from God, so mention also if you buy. I'm still pleading with all delegates in the NPP to vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to let the party to win power come 2028 because he's the best and capable to do the job. Last was Daniel Coleman from Africania said number 2, Jericho. Remember, where is the 24-hour economy? Know yourself. You can't perform. That is why you use propaganda to come to power. And people will come back again and move Ghana forward. You can also keep your message coming on 0551599933. Okay, you hear somebody about Kratano and so Canada and pay na yeni ho and so and come. We are the Calibisha conference. Coalition against Galamsey, some more cancer and penny, Galana de Yahuana Mono Tuno. And rather acting Chief Justice Bafubodi Nanua Tumbi. Also Ghana Bar Conference, or Memala from Kabumuko. Afibia so during the legal vacation, or more Echo Bar Conference. Afidiano, Echo, so it was Simament. If you know acting Chief Justice, Bafubodi went to me uncle. I know some of the council there be. Galamsey the answer yes, so no. I was you would be refinding. So who could China's one to us here, Pana Chaswa? That's it tonight, I think Justice say, Galano, we are not fighting it as it's supposed to be. See, abandon some review. We are not for the say, what dance I want? What dance I want for dancing in the bra? For dancing in the bra. Justice Bafuboni, the acting Chief Justice, was saying Galamsey has become worse. Act now. Hear the statement now. Or say Galamsey, I am worse. So the government should act. The government should act now. Galamsey is worse. And Akwachifu so say, bring your evidence to prove Galamsey is worse.
Say, Omu did delay with the issue. Nay, Ubusa. Untuminya also for imperial data.
Actually say so we say
but anya be able to me aka say the stability of the water no as against the previous year no na 5,000 you see edu 13,000 so a there be evidence be in famra. What evidence again can we bring? Say ne Ghana Water Company say a ne where the stability of the water na asa na womo kasa 5,000 and then no cry no na omo etimi omo timi refine with a lot quantity no na so over from no and then tabiti do 13,000 enti there evidence be in family. What evidence against you they bring? And they obieka said the approach to fighting Galamsey no that's not what the perception we got when NDC was in opposition. And there are reports of party members doing the Galamsey with impunity. Allegedly. That is what it is. So there be evidence beauty and Fambra. And they Muamo Babonte Beka say some forest friends saying forest ye wono yetimia reclaim but report Kwabonte say all of them are back into Omoya Galamsey or forest. There be evidence beauty and Fambra.
Okay, right. You heard the Bokrata was name on Tony Sack Electronics Omoha. Said you name no top up preko. Has also taught home appliances party, baby a come from a few also call, baby also crow. Now I dear Unu, Tony Sack Electronics. Last week, we didn't come up, and then so more ha. On Benchobe Tracy, now you know more Eddie and Commonafi or much home appliances or more. Upe bi ata chichimu obu a okoye ko so obu a okoton minerals okoton pure water anaso se upe bi wo wa ofie ade bi a ohia no Tolisac Electronics and as enterprise for aykrado ye nenso last week on so no omde fa apomde mu su kakra so ha na nipa so onya apomde a ena bibia ka bia no wotumi eye obapa mo akwaba
ye ja
ene de na mo maye
ene property electronics ye nine nim se property de enye ye product ana say ye nyoma ye de bre nko a wapomuden ho nsem so eho hia ye pa na last week near kasa about eye health and then one you go so I can ho asem me amete here friend me Dr. Francisca order me optometrist me ne property electronics ene ye adwuma na ene ye kasa about nutrition for eye health eduane a ye die no eho hia ye pa e ma ye nipadua saa so na eho hia ye pa e ma ye ni na nutrients edikan meka ho asem vitamin A even though micronutrients all right but ho hia ye pa e ma ya de hu obi wo ho a o se adesa me hu ade ye adesa na ma de hu mu ye sum normally no so lack vitamin A adesa wa de hu no emu na hokra na vitamin A meka ho asem ya de nti na ehu hia cells a eye adwuma ebo ma otumi hu ade ye ewo sum no cell na nkasa ne pigment no eye vitamin A inti se vitamin A ni ho a udu sum a cell ni tumi nya adwuma emoa wo ma wontumi hu ade eno nti na vitamin A ehu hia ye pa ewo ye aduane na obi se vitamin A menya ne wen vitamin A wo animal sources ene wo plants nsumo de dikan eye liver brebo say ofa brebo a very rich in vitamin A afa milk carrots kosua sanyo mani na so you very rich in vitamin A micronutrients also ameka ho asem carotenoids eno ye plant pigment wo fruit mu wo yellow and orange fruit mu enti say anka say ye bofre say ye tangerine sanyo mani na ye very rich in carotenoids and also so najuma boy ni ne sen say photochemical reactions are cause we ninim no etumi boy ma ye hu ade wo esumu ene kane mu ni nyina cause wi a waste product e ka no sa plant pigment ya meka ho aseme no na sesa sa nyoma ni nyina free ye ni na chi enti said ye be ya waste na e beka wo ye ninim no enka ho nti carotenoids nenso so eho hia ye pa the last na meka ho asem omega 3 fatty acids obi wo ha o se ebe wo ha na nisua beginegina mani so bibia nto wani so na wani prunsio bebre ye wo tema ya de mane ye se dry eye na se omega 3 o lucky wo diet ma nisua wani ni produce na ya na oil ebi wom enti se omega 3 ni o diet ma the quality of oil na e wo ties ni mu na emma woni suo ntentem no eba fom enti abribia wo bon se wani ni produce tiesa na evaporate na ekọ enti omega 3 so ehu hia ye pa no omega 3 aye ken ye benya no wen fish salmon tuna mackerel sardine ade be fish related bia so omega 3 rich in that enti say ye fa sanyo mama kan ho asem nyina na say ye sheda edi na ye di ni ya megidi say ya di hunu no en sakraye ebebem
okay right that's it property electronics say dey ka na omde yakwa pomde mu sana omabeche ne ma yeton obapa kwa ba
yeah eja
ene de ne yeka ho asem
me pa cho ene ye ko property asoe ho last week ye ba ha ebeka ase ye a mega promotion na de etia ne se egusu ekoso na se wutwa kompo behwe na wotwe mienu atwam ye a ubehunu ne se enye fedi agro na busum ye wieye na abawieye
full promotion
no na abawieye it's me pese me bobo ne ma ye woni bi so
okay
se na be ya unti na fie ma ne nsenjaw na ba beto wo de de kan ye wo fridges mu ahodo ye wo tabletops e wo honom e bia wo ye school ni o pe fridge kokro bi e de akọ school anase wo office o pe fridge kokro bi de esi ho anase wankasa wo dem open fridge kokoro bi a me pa acho obusuafo eno na friend tabletop me pa acho ba obenye bi ato yes I double decker de napono no eye mienu no eno no ye wo sizes bi a wo honom se bi apɛ de freezer no wo horo anase e wo fam a me pa acho obenya bi yes I display refrigerator display no se ne di nkyerɛ no e kyerɛ nyema na o ton no e bi a store anase supermarkets empempi kura caterers etimi yusu e di showcase wo mu cakes eno kyerɛ won sa no adwuma na kesa wo de ton ade a e boa twe nipa na kono na ma de ton no aye easy amount me pa acho display refrigerators eno so ye all sizes e wo honom yes I side by side refrigerator eno no empempi ne ane e friend the bible ye bie na faafa ubi a wo se freezer no wo fa na refrigeration no so wo fa me pa acho eno so ye obi wo honom yes I deep freezers and I said chest freezers e wo honom na no ye wo sizes bi ahodo abusuafo de ma property e dan so ne say fridges no ye the sizes and the eto but the ten say liters bi an capacity and I say space e wo say e occupy over property a ye fridge kura and I say deep freezer isua no the space na e wo mu no eso nti oto a omoka ti me pa acho tutu america na bra na fa promotion we so ne bra beto ye fridges ni bi e bi on so ye wo AC e wo honom AC ne wo tiles wo honom ope 1.5 horsepower do we be bedroom ana anase wo hia de odu besi wo hall anase your floor standing AC wo honom eno na lecture ho anase churches opekese ni bia me pa acho ni na oba obenye bi ato
air condition
me pa acho air condition e bi on so your washing machine your front loading and your top loading enso so wo honom your microwaves e wo honom your floor standing burners e wo honom stoves me kan sa e bi on so your blenders e wo honom your iron your ceiling fans ebusiafo de mpese me kyerɛ ne sɛ bibia wo pɛ bi home appliance a ebetimi aboa ama ho ahan wo fie no property e wo ho na de tie ne sɛ fa promotion we so na bra ne beto
for promotion
na mpese me de we twa to se ka se fridge no ne botae na ne sɛ ekra aduane ene ye wo freezing ene ye refrigeration enti no botae ne sɛ wo de aduane ni hyem se na be ya ensei ba se mi sane sɛ adenti na timi de aduane hyɛ fridge na eto da kwakɔ bi no bo se na eni ehura anase smell no asesa anase appearance na asesa de tie ne sɛ ye wo microorganisms anase bibi e frɛ no bacteria moamoa omodoso honom ene wo enzymes omo no sɛ wujai wo ma anase omunya substrate anase omunya bibi gina so a odi benyini enti no de aduane ne hye fridge sɛ ne be ya saa moamoa no omunya saa hoɔden no ba ne nyina no so gina fridge no temperature ne kyerɛ enwunu na aboa no hia say ebe slow ne down no na temperature no ukwa adwa so anya temperature bia ne temperature ye wo fridge ebe ma wo temperature papa enu nti na ye promotion say fa so ne fa better property fridge papa na ma wo sa temperature na ebetimi aboa akra wo nuane ama wo eti be pa acho but aye ne say fa aduane hye fridge ma emma wa pomodin ana say emma wo nyare enti property ye sa adwuna pomodin ho say better fridge papa ana say deep freezer papa ebetimi aboa akra wo nuane ama wo se na be ye be ma wa pomodin awie peye enti ye de ne say so papa preko
to papa preko nti ehe fa na shops no ewo Ghana hankro hodo ewo so ene obi peso no mudi nkita ho a
me pa acho me de akira kwan etudwa ye wo branches miensa ewo honom Kumasi aduma ye wo behind Oyepa FM and I say TV number na me de etudwa no 0204 292 424 0204 292 424 Kumasi adum ho na so opposite New Melcom number na me de etudwa no 0244 119 236 0244 119 236 Uba sunyane nso a ye wo Coco Board opposite OA Transport Terminal and so number ni 0273 260 606 0273
number 145 and to speed in there emwa kra
pepacho pesa me say kebio 0273 260 606 ebio so wo pese wutu a pacho betimi afre akra number we 0538 231 686 0538 231 686 Uba Kumasi nso na pese utu a pacho betimi afre number we 0508 108 337 0508 108 337 me pacho se uba property na se auto property fridge na se senti binti ho ka me pacho ye wo ma ya so mo send nimdie no ma ofre ya baby abefre bia no so what other regions me pa cho won sabeka e bi on so distribution no we branches na ma bobo na free ho a other regions no ye property niema e wo ho no a utu wanam kwa obenya bi ato
na tese obi frem a na region crow wo no
me pa cho ye
betimi
betimi
ma
ahwe
no say oh wo region we dia
na
shop
promotion
ha
so ka no ha into
you call wa de ba kuma sunya akra obenya no sa region na more distributors obe bia okwa okay so property electronics na Tony Sack bia mo obi fa line not to dwa ba kono a ye hotline na obia betimi afre so na ma directing say wo kwa no no hia me pa
me pa cho no ne ye adum ye wo oyerepa echi ho
yeah
me say su number ne su bio 0204
292 424
0204
292 424 and I'm say inim say amanfo nya atemka opa de papa to de no ayden property electronics or say to papa preko manager Kennedy good morning so we nyina mo ho eye ebusafo property electronics for that room ma betu for apumde mu was home appliances ne de koton ba bia o ma da room ene akoje nkro da masipi im said that said ebesa no shape you right. We're just about 53 minutes after 7. But I guess my bear no and song na bo anopa no. You hear some of the bokata no and so e my na no pay na poso na yenko ye nim. Okay?
Over.
Yes, I say. By the cancancy of open phones na fe ni what scientific about hospital. You hear some of the bokata no e can no pay.
Right. Yes, I say as usual daily graphic and na ye the
Almighty.
The almighty daily graphic. Na enim yatro 48,000 Binyiri residents wants to return home. Not more take steps to ensure safety and no our people nanim. Afe Auditor General recovers 10 million Ghana cedis on earned salaries and also our home. Apostle Safo was brilliant investor. Professor Frimpong Wating and Odiwe Atugam and afe thousands bid farewell to Asante Himam. And also other cartarim. Now, ye chema say and a team, do any achem ever Binyiri, a whole errand to Conesiana, a be a year to Cotonamufuara, or Biaco Cote d'Ivoire, and a Burkina Faso. Yet, say a moo of a pay Eduanang or train. I or my drain say, Umpesom sign Bomachi, number Trumcre say, or say Chibeo da, or say Chibeo da, and this on Sayim, Tombesom Berano, and Nadmo for say, one more 2 and more say, be on bet to me, I say omobambo no ebekọ nanim ewo krata no anim afei okwa auditor general wo ye adwuma de chene say amanfo bi a omfa kweti kwan so ma yetua omoka omra munya adwuma no emu 10 million Ghana cedis de auditor general aboa ama yensa aka eno ewo krata nanim afei oba Professor Frimpong Wating wono eye eba eye eduye mu a anase se okuninim ewo se ayarehwemu a wono enso akasa na de okan se ohwe Apostle Kojo Safwa na chese obi a sebi yemfa yadwen enye bibi na yenya de foforo no uyi ni firimu a enye ye na oye obi a wabe pa e wosane manim no ho nsem ho afei ohema okwa ano so the dot ye no de kan no na krata no enso de bia ba beto anim a ohwe a ohene emfoni e wo hanom a ohwe emfoni ne da hode a obi a tum e wo manhia nti eno na krata no e de ebai
yeah the Ghanaian Times ko krata no to so or say Ghanaian Times animo ho a or say fear grips Takwa residents, market stores cave in after blast from Maya. Is that right? I feel like krata we so or also a day aba anyway. Kumasi sat down for Asante Mass burial Thursday. 2020 National Best Farmer to unveil 8 million cocoa dryer house at Nkatabai.
Hey, there be you Ghanaian Times no hwene ye.
Sir.
Sako na hwe. We enim ni actual langas on rampage, no.
Sir.
And Tisako.
La. So lie. Tearful baby cry. I was for she dia no. Ghanaian Times no. Langas on rampage. Also could that black one phone wa. Also was ra. Was a government open design competition for missions abroad. So they be to just say Ghana. You could see Australia e wo amahodo aye ni bi behind that ho no. no ho asem enso e ha 273 million Ghana cedis earmarked for strengthening foundation learning. Education Minister for Emotion so hard do so funny wa ha and oka say Ghana emotion e fapem no ya na enye enkola na sha free nurse kindergarten no so do back school papa onu class 2 no eso timi ready widely
to me kenkan
eso timi kenkan the other man be eso timi kai because school papa no e kire mo phonetics no wo basic no party onu class 2 no na what to fapem ni ye kola no bit me do class 6 no struggle class or be ready one sentence
class is simple
as yeah free SHS ne no stress free
classes we bit me buy SS square na you heading so be kind
SS into kind
say heading say be kind
wow do mo say ento fapem ni ye na Ghana ngwesua no fapem no e ko from pass o ko basic schools bi utwam no school dan bi ankora atimu a ubusa won say kora we mo ye dan na o matimi apase ene wo mo kumase a o ma ofodo o makọ private schools akese tua school fees akese no o say na say abata na su say private school bi school no books boarding ene obi say na books boarding a fa ba ko ba bi aba school books boarding good no teacher dey open papa dey you be prepared to pay
open ye
so pay adepa dey si tua dey amensu because alternative ho o say dey alternative ni ho Ghana electricity alternative ni ho we need electricity alternative bia ni ho
alternative say no more can some to strengthen the way ni dia
na proper alternative abide the base no enye kama because abide school no dey primary ni Jesus o mato na saram kra o
schools ni bia wo asante bi kumase kra na
kumase drive ko school bi campus school demo
hu se nipa kra wo ho students ni ho
asim boys ya on se na se me ko ho ke agu
hu students
ba ko bo bantama ba ko wasokwa udu wa dan pa isi woni nkoda aka wo mu no na say eh na tin yesi we nyina nkoda be na be sua de wo
ya koduru no nti aban tu ho anamon na on strengthen the whole business kane na anye bia no na primary ne friends preparatory ne international ne we na pre kakra
na ho ba se ye nyina ye ko site ba ye ko secondary school no mo ko international school no man biti ye go na gap no nye kese sa ba se sie
de so ko international school na ko site no ba first year na ya na mu hu
first year na mu hu ye
first year na hu
am the brofo no hu
na edu second year na mu pick on fa level na
ase sa ba ne ye nyina ye che ya de pe it's a Maakye no e wo soro a afi de wo na wo de na wonya foundation nti basic in the abanti na ni hwe pa because so we buy schools no bi pa utwam pa school na hwe de school dan no party a obata no ko ba go private school say we see ho eno kwa kra ya
udu ho kra school no
environment no kra
conducive for learning
me say tise kumase kra o drive na school so enye sa ura hinterland na me call Atwoma Kwama district na mu krobia me call person we bodin school that na you try to say dia go that school there we mu say ade
so enekura de ye kakra ye sha asese ye kira de no kwa of a yahudi and trust
ko anyway daily guide to us
yeah but daily guide and trust so e wa hanom daily guide name gold board donates 5 million Ghana cedis pickups to fight galamsey and ha animal farm judge grants abronye 50k bill
I like the headline
animal farm judge
animal farm now go to asem dia be bu asem ase animal farm
ha Asante funeral rights starts okay MVP elders set up committee to monitor presidential campaign and also anti chema gold board and nei omayi Ghana sika 5 million and now the pickups attach they say yemfama ne yemfanko galamsey and no e land ministry say pickups yesimba kumakunum and na omde amom say omonye 5 million ka ho sameje fika so say tier rubber we in consume womonye no momfanko galamsey
za bind on talk dada
and no ha judge otena abronye case ne so oremande no enei enano enra ena ba say makamate makakaye mama ne bill
na abronye lawyer so ka chese abronye na pum de no ho ya atochima ena ogina so nyese bi a de o kan no asana adwen
we no ka ho we no abono I'm not for the year the free weekend now, baby.
Yes, ni mo ntimi wa. Ebi say ye dimbo. Dimbo ntimi wa. Dimbo di amasa wo fa ho nipo. Anu edi nche di meko no. Ehu. Charge die.
So asante hima aye dot ye no so ana face MPP for ese omoti committee.
Yeah, 5-member committee, Council of Elders no. Say omo mbe campaign obi ahwen kasa mu ye. Right. Yen ko animo na ye de ko wakata de Chronicle na to so Chronicle ko wakata na esoro ho no na watro or say Lance Minister inaugurates Timber Validation Committee. Na oba from or say Heat Goldfields has rather rescued Bogoso Prisia mine from collapse. Management. Gold Board fortifies fight against galamsey donates cash vehicle to task force. Brian to delegates. Let's unite and win. We say Ghana timber ya would call Europe no. Ya wo emre da ho. So the team akwa Europe na ya nkyere bo my crowd free so basi ama otumi krata omonto. You say ya take committee a omehwe masa adwuma na koso he good for the na no ye kan. Right champion so guso a obonto a e na okache delegate say MPP ihe anka bomu. Umaye nka mom na ye to abaya ye tibi adi nkunim. Say dia beto dwa kire say dia de ne ye no. So oji second Japan wini a ba omi ankrofo be kan pe amakan. Ana ba omi wini a Ken Crawford campaign Mabobia.
And the executives.
Go board, you know, so have because said the idea corner there.
Party no much no more.
Obiara penny ba kondia okae. Or say omo ma ba candidate bi enwinia. Obi ababia so omo so mboa ma so wini. Ay. Politics. We could go there and go.
Right, my trust in Daily Post and trust Hanma. Government introduced same-day passport service. 70,000 application backlog cleared. We enra kujeto a black one on in central and I said one Ghana for Kasaye and or the air to gram. So say the way passport na danwa pay na fi waji na una was sending and no our crata and him. Gold War support fight against illegal mining with major donation and no yedi kind akaho ensem ewa ha. AG Ayeni accuses Ghana Bar Association of partisan bias, selective advocacy on constitutional issues. Enti Dr. Ayeni and was a Ghana Bar Association for more suicide. And Mwashadana. I was some more can, I was some more can, more can, a tear baby, the animal, the Mohona more can than and also our Kratano and name.
Also, we are if you got his original or say, AG, the all canning Yentisa, AG Yentisa, some nearby a Becca, canon. Yamada dispatch Kuwakratano and Trust Mahama lists his 23 achievements in 8 months. Mapeni Mahama also be the idea bear Basung Chini, you know. Eniema mako poro edunumiensa eno ayama Ghana me ene de unya ko wakata details nyina state of emergency in galamsey fire could have serious consequences eduji tamaklo eneka o say abai declare state of emergency a munim de besie we dem am kasa wonye monko ya sabketo GBC loses over $5 million a year because state does not compensate for use of infrastructure. GBC so almost some doors so. I would say also some
Metrolens and yade twaso Metrolens Gold Board Fuels Galamsey fight with a 5 million Ghana series 5 pickups and Oyakahon ensem. 5 died, 12 injured in Accra Cape Coast fatal crash.
Kumasi Accra Takrade, Cape Coast Takrade Road no. These two roads. Okoba kona bedu fia we di afe.
Enra mete yamransa de no.
Kona be di afe, ubi dra we di afe. Because Ghana ya kwan de e wo say ye trust na ye a comprehensive package. Pa ye pa because ehun pa.
Ghana into any dualization a cook town bia ho.
David. Apart from Accra tema moto we asa.
And Kumasi
Kumasi ejoso ye nye
say
Kumasi just a double.
Anyway, MPP Abronye build NDC Wahab cage hand. I know call Kraten page 8. Abronye you know yaka ho nsem na Wahaba ono so wakoto adwamu no so ye di aban. Brian a champion phone eda ha. Os unity is the way to victory 2028. Brian a champion declares Brian to so page 4. And also
right, never see if I say Kesema and you may quay upana phones easy buy that or say fan to him say mobile phone be our pattern or body abra a Samsung, Itel, Infinix, Techno, iPhone, ni na bra. We see canon showing, but kakrebia when you upana sefa betwase. Yen to asesika and woje kakrebi to ase ukotwase wia na e phone number. We see bia bodua na meye. Itimi de metu su de bia 26 cities no oya ni abogu so ama wo so bia betua na wotwe bia na nso de obenya no na wotua bosome nso a ewom nti o maye ni search away se obia betima je phone no bi na ho aharo so yenua no ma na mo kuma ase dum kejetia no o mo koje phone no a ono duru nwumre no a na o de kokọ so yo mumongu so mame ni abogu so ama no wan so o phone na okutabia mobile money was so and I say Tigo cash na fe Telecom cash na was so and one say wow to few nya say na oche na bosome so a okọ upana phone shop no akutua e simple wo fa wo phone no ankasa ya install app no so na wabo so sika wo telecash and I say mobile money no so a transfer dey go app no say this week me tua 100 Ghana and a month me tua 200 Ghana na atie free mo amawo na wotua wie wobetua wie kra wo hunu. So, the Buama capitalize can be a wee bear 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, now 2,000 Yakoto phone. Wait, Miss Escada, baby. Now, what Tiana crack, we open a phone shop and a diabacope bito, and I caught Nakojo dear. Come on, say a doom, open a phone shop, you mean, back on the Prudential Bank. Prudential Banks, Escarabian, can you require Abosano? Bank and was on the area more pay. Back on so ewo Ezra FM so hwe ni mo pe back o and then ka so 0248 25 5535 0248 25 5535 afi 0200 866 455 0200 866 455 or so na anyone more any inkita ho
ni what scientific herbal hospital and a ton suffering yen your laboratory services wo there was cancer is ho na some machines akese a ye hwe e de eye hwehwemu na ya boa ma yade no bebi a hye biada we hinta sen kura ye be yino e de aba na de tienie ye bo doctor ni modi ananim se eba ye funumu no sebi bema se de obema no tie bi ase yakosisen wono ne timi siesie man se gina na so na bo adwuma ti enei we bema say what the form say from in fact what the form flat wo ya hwenya o jake kure nyake gina so na etegua na odwani achem Dr. Nimo na waboa wo ba so wo yefunum no se tie bia obi a declare so wuntime wo kura wo defo ni kire aye ni what scientific herbal hospital na yemwa na de tie ni wo ba ne bema awo ho aye den e de amamo bra ye beboa am ye yi afiri honom wo bema sabio wo ba no na wo bema no problem aba ho ye be yi e de afiri honom obi a woda fom say kodwo to sabio wo kenya na san kure nkenyan ana sabio nkwamo no ketwa bi na ewom bra na yemmoa na yeyimfiri ho no mema ya de friend prostate no problems a wo bia no fa bedan Dr. Nimo na obeyi e de afiri ho no ma sanso na wo sa no afei eye wakoma ho ensem obrebo ni nyina problem ewo ho a fa bedan Dr. Nimo na omwa enyima afei kokram ahodo nyina da ya hawo betima breast cancer betima de cancer bia fabra na Dr. Nimo enyima emfiri ho emawo sabio obi wo ho no ma nanum nka so obiere num ha asembesi kurimu ha halitosis ene efre no ha obiere num a say body word pa na ebepie firi mu aba no nyasem kuma eno so yeboa eyo efiri ho ma bema bi ho no boba so tanwe ha na fe ezoso no na chese eno na etiegu fom no eno oso boso a oprumu a ɔsɛ gyina brane ansana ɛnneɛma ebe pie firi mu aba na epie firi mu aba na de wo bo ani na kyɛ sɛ nsuo fie brebo ani na kyɛ sɛ ɛno ani ɛmmoa brane anyi firi hɔ ma afei infections ahodoɔ sɛ asthma diabetes na ɛha hypertension typhoid ulcer stroke anaasɛ onompe mu na problem abam honamani ɛna yadeɛ abam epilepsy yɛ twerɛ hepatitis A, B and C afei obi wɔ hɔ no a ɛnkyɛ ne refi asɛm anaasɛ ne memory no yira na ɛyira afei chronic and non-chronic disease bi ɛha bia no fo ne kyerɛm ɛwɔ Kumasi Atoso Monaco Junction ɛhɔ ɛna yɛsɔre no ɛwɔ yɛne Adanso Rural Bank no ɛna di animhwɛ nkranse mile 7 overhead na ɛkɔ Tantra Road no yɛbɛn ɛyɛ Janet Corner ɛhɔ ɛna yɛwɔ ɛyɛ adwuma efiri adwoada ekosi memenda no pa no so nkɔpense no nsia bɛbɔ de biara ada frempany form ɛwɔ 0244 087687 0244 087687 ana 0279 087687 0279 087687 na yenyo so
right when I say abofo ya down man dey democratic room sana personal bro just about 30 minutes after 8 but no go chiabo apa ho sima edu emiensa enra abeto just say petrol bo no ekosoro kakra so between 4 to 9.4% petrol there diesel there and LPG there ni nyina gina dollar no so because here world market no petroleum crude oil price and that's why hover around $63-64 dollars per barrel but dollar no exchange rate no and na kofa saase we aba say dollar na nanka interbank exchange rate no enam 10.6 no e call 11 they say e drew 12.2 inti omo krane ma eba no say wo kofa crude oil no a omo the forward sales and eye and they say crude oil omo kofa na say no omo anticipate say yen kofa meduro no na ye ton wa dollar no eduro sen nti da bia no omo mpege exchange rate na tibia 12 cedis say o no omo de kakra dey etoso se be omo kofa mra omo meton no na oton wa meduro na dollar no bo no nkoso ma omo ka enti dollar no peja pe na omo so ayedey o ma ye adjustment ti say no so okoto petrol obo se ebo no asesa kakra petrol bo no asesa kakra say so filling stations ni bia be ananka petrol no 12 cedis 99 pesos per liter no you say ebeko 13 cedis I make figures ni ye ebeko 13 cedis 45 pesos ebi so beko 13 cedis 74 pesos eti ni nyina sakra ya ebe mo eno no diesel so sa ebe move from 13 cedis 9 pesos and they are 14.2 to 14.9 LPG 14.5 kilos so say no the amount for ta fill pa e gas cylinder na 14.5 kilos no nanka 270 Ghana e no ebeko 275 to 281 depending on baby obeto no nti ukọ na hu se sakra bia bemu a na onso ate ase sa se say dollar no na abon musu kakra ye de sasimi enso e de aba ye koneko videos yi emra eno a coalition against galamsey Ghana ya convener ene Dr. Ken Ashigbe omo akasa e che say no sama mampani shi asentrofo kan ne de asa gala no ayesa akoda ekura to no nan na odim so umi e be ne yenti no wo na de nsu shi afefa ho sa no agya no tranyi ya ne na no bete diabama na nimrefse so ne ya say no pa yiti somebody eto edwa ebetroso
taken by the environmental criminals are calculated to deprive large communities of potable water, which is an essential of life. It also renders necessary the taking of measures which are required for securing the public safety, the defense of Ghana, and the maintenance of public order and of supplies and essentials to the life of the community. This text I have written did not come from anywhere. You are paraphrasing actually a constitutional provision. We are beyond the last resort. And His Excellency, Mr. President, please, you should immediately declare a state of emergency. And again, we are very clear about it. In parts of the country, not in all of the country, not in the entire district, but in parts of the country that are required to save Ghanaians as prescribed by the Constitution. A Constitution you have agreed to uphold. The President must provide the nation with milestones and timelines to serve as a guide for continued action and demonstration of the government's commitment. Just to tell us that the committee has been formed, it's not adequate. We need a lot of transparency, we need a lot of details, so that as the Constitution says, sovereignty resides with the people. We then, again, as the Constitution says, you, the media, are supposed to hold the government to the account of the people. You can take these milestones and timelines to be able to support government itself, ensure that these milestones that are given are kept. The President, in operationalizing the KPIs he has given to all MCEs and DCEs in galamsey endemic areas, should dismiss any MCE or DCE who has galamsey still happening in their district or in municipality for incompetence. They should be investigated for complicity in these environmental crimes. The same should apply to the police and the National Investigative Bureau commanders in this district and municipalities. If they are still in there representing the President and galamsey is still happening and we've not heard them screaming out loud for support, then they are either incompetent.
Where Dr. Ken Asbe or no any lady coalition against galamsey Ghana. As a Korea na Kale Bishop Conference with Makale Kasofo Omonso do Omanu Atum said delay is betrayal. Say a bind with two galamsey no say now twintwe na sia na je say what di Ghana fo hwemo where you may ama acting chief justice so can be say galamsey no say aye west Justice Bafuboni say aye west and na Felix Kwachifu so say masa ya ma timeline bia o say galamsey e ba ye de say ne bitu ase so say galamsey aye west for evidence adanse a wo no bra na yenka ho asem. You move on the Foreign Affairs Ministry or so ye hwe o mayama no nsem so onyam for Samuel Kudita Blackwa mokai MPP abreso na o mama mpani dada ma nanado enya haban temwe kra mampani tu kwaya he no Kudita ba no be ka so mampani kwa ha erupre no ofroye no ho ka sei ebedi do hore sei oboga na ka na say ko ba se mampani tu kwa no so ko ha edupre no na manfo say adekro na bi na wo kana ebi kura che se mampani ko Dubai no no ni presidential jet to ko commercial jet it ko travel bia wo se so for commercial jet tu kwan ya no your time odeko time odeba ebi wo be ba no betu anajo be 11 it is all your mampani I so ko travel bia ne ba anajo 11 na no afra mampani so control the entisa so ko your program wo be no wi ya I say free baby or call on because of security reasons they didn't know. And I was like, Mama Mampeni nam, and no control commercial jet, and no contra baby. No, I also a young crab, Mamacas Mampeni, no acron complaining yet. Dimamaka Serina, no, Munai, could you tell Blackwa?
President Mahama has not complained about commercial travels. I have seen some people say, oh, President Mahama spent 22 hours in Dubai, and they blame me for that. I saw a colleague of yours apologizing to President Mahama. That is because of me. That if President Mahama had his own way, he would have chartered a luxury jet. But because I'm foreign minister, he cannot do that. That is so unfair to President Mahama. That was just propaganda. It is not true. No president will be allowed to be stranded at an airport. Let us get serious and stop this childish propaganda. We have a consulate in Dubai. We have a full mission in UAE. I mean, you think that foreign service officials there will keep their job? If it comes to my attention that the commander-in-chief, our president, was allowed to be stranded at an airport in Dubai because he couldn't charter a jet. Please, let's credit the Ghanaian people with some discernment and some modicum of wisdom. It's just propaganda. Some people clearly want to justify certain actions of the past and whitewash. I still maintain that when our presidential jet is in good condition, in pristine condition, let me use the word which has become very famous. People speak as though I created that word. When our presidential jet is in pristine condition, it is not right to be chartering £18,000, $20,000 an hour charter jet. We come into public office to protect the purse and to do our best to be measured and to be frugal.
That black I don't know. Now we can't say I was saying presidential travel policy. Say mampeni itu kwanya. Say ye dahon anything. Say a rupla I see a toma mampeni and also the crow and I ain't to be bra. Bakono say I ain't to be bra. Mampeni to kwanya bit back high do presibia 1 hour be I into $70,000 and see a presidential travel policy and also MWA and also could that black cassava home the other 2 January.
Everything I stood for, I still stand for that. And I still maintain that Ghana needs a presidential travel policy. Are you aware, ladies and gentlemen, that in the United States of America, when the president uses the presidential jet for private business, maybe fundraising for his campaign or for campaign activity, he is made to reimburse the American taxpayer. These are rich countries, superpowers. We go to borrow from them. But they have a presidential travel policy to protect the public purse. And some of us advocated for that. And because of that, we've become enemies to some. But these are principles I hold dear. And I know that I'll be vindicated with time. Indeed, I have a private member's bill in Parliament advocating for a private member's law which will regulate presidential travels and make sure that these things are not left to the discretion and pleasure, personal idiosyncrasies of whoever is president. And so these things are not targeted at any specific person. For example, I've heard some people say that I must have something personal against the former president. I don't.
We could have black crowd. Now, for your side, Ekasa, Ede, Efa, Ghana may this year and to quit you, Bunyiri, Simament, if solar tuna kaba, a Bimaku P. Ivory Coast memo. Yeah, just say Nipa Baye and Pim and Wachi, and now or more ecopi Cote d'Ivoire memo, Yamia Doma Befi. Na Nipa Baye and Pim in Num Hassan and Cron dear, or mother sorrow why ye hear Quanefa soa, a bit me a day one more Akano and so abba. Say a kunsi na ufru mem kudro mafufro so a we refugee but so dwane wo man mu akotra ba before a we internally displaced person so near than temu so ti se bi antokwesi o sola tuna kaba na dwane betrata mala onye refugee you don't qualify for refugee status ya man sa kubata ba behwo ba wo trust ye ko mafufro so a that's when you become a refugee so yenti de okafa ho wo mu o mabafie. During my
3-day working visit, I held discussions with my Ivorian counterpart, His Excellency Kaku Huaja Leon Adom, about the displaced Ghanaians in Cote d'Ivoire. After the talks, I led a team to the Bukani region, where some 13,253 displaced compatriots originally sought refuge. My visit was aimed at conveying a special message from President John Dramani Mahama to conduct further assessment of the situation for additional consular assistance, to express Ghana's gratitude to our Ivorian counterparts, and to offer immediate assistance. During my visit, I discovered that about 8,000 Ghanaians have safely returned home. The latest census conducted revealed that the remaining number of Ghanaians in Cote d'Ivoire is 5,309. 5,309, no more 13,253. During my 3-day
way, Samuel could have black software here on an some so or also as someone to you. Enra, the colorful display of Ghana's culture and Asante culture, or Menshia. They one, they decaya Santima and now Credu Yado, Toswino, Dotty Yero, a course or Asante Menra or took crew record by muscle 2 for to be or Pimswo or Tra Apakemu and Obaye. Now, where Habani, dear Boditina, near the Mekoko, Assistant home. ya ekyere se enibra eden aba ehwe behia de ne koso onra eno na ohwe ewo TV so bra na openso banti wo hu na botire no haban ye de aboditi ne de meku kokko ahye ho je se asantuma eni abre asantuma ewura eni abra enye asenkweto akra we dwaben bra dwaben ne eba no dwaben tahara ya eni enya grokra omo ebon tahara edigi dasebre otu serebo etata na odina bana bamre mu no se asantuma ebudwa na nanom nyina trase openso be trase na bibi ba na ekro no ono na kitino edi ani odi kitini di ani mu sana dwaben hene aba santene trase wie ansana dwaben hene aba odimike ho aba kosem
adami busa ha se ese ne wofa no
ni nua ketwa no
enti oso hwe kire hwe se bibia settlansa baba betnase se yakona ni mu prensa acha se ohene atnase imprensa so no
asa no aba kosem no pa ne se de timi ende o se unua na papa di ade a utimi o de nti ayefunu nyina trase no na otumfo suan ne ko fre nua ketwa mra omma second wa omma ne de pompon suo no ko asa no aba don de ntim de
yes you know
nti enura no nyina be trans bi ha fe na da sebre otu serebo otutu tata ba nti wonimu a onti asa ka under protocol de se kase ku bia trans but jabe hine nko a no sa privilege no asa man pass man di enura na kwakubu sam so ye kwakubu sam on so ba do be display opa na nyagro na kwakubu sam so ma na nkoche opim so iti di okai
munyam embra machia ha na sabi said the Kessben for grama sentina jiba bia no wotina fi ha bibia mra na omra metana na ayi na chi ebi se ene no ampaya bedwa ewo machia sei sebe ye be kom ayi keche aya amamre ni amane ye ni agro wa ha ye be kom ye wo se sibesi obri ko fa be bi ko adu yeso ye ba be bi atos
we ye na kwakubu nsam na konfo ba ko ba yon na asesidwa na oteso no wakaso ai otra konya so akaso into ode we are say sa frigate order eba peso anymore
wow
nyasa ketwa yenko dwasomra yenko di dwamra na yenkomra yeba ebetwaso
yentoaso hanoma na ye the MTN everywhere you go MTN say wiemu ensuomu MTN to phone no so hwe say MTN ena edaso na MTN for omutua na moye papa de bia mo ye step ahead de nyina ne say a name womo ese ompeso ye smarter ho now you're more secure na wasan eco friendly na aboa mo stay connected ti enei ye de bibia ye fa ne say yisem ediaba nti o say ukọ eye seamless of phone no o say ye seamless ni nyina che say chipu nshim so line bia ye adwuma u data ye adwuma u bibia ye adwuma na de ede wom no se chipu enhyem no wo wako akonya so be abe ye lines be 2 ana 3 ebetumi ato phone ba ko so wo mra enya afi na o de pin bi be hye wo phone na chi ana se bi wo be yi battery na o de chip na hyem eno kra ma chip na same tinei dial *06# na hwe so phone no qualify se etimi ko seamless ni bia na eno anu wato adi na do ni a kire ma MTN app no so na so wodi a kire a na afi wo so etimi akọ seamless ni bi from pay 400 ana se credit channel no so na eni nkomo se bibi a kire wadwen
MTN chronology so ka say yellow Thursday say ma ka no so to data ya wada emu wode pa omoma 25% discount e de eka ho e bonus mo a nti wo fa wo phone na e banada ochuku ya woi say wo data beto a otwe ya na ya wada wato no boom uta bonus omede ma wo nya agro so to 10 giga wonsi ama 2.5 gig uto 1 giga ubenya 250 megabytes edi aka ho but *138# *138# so me sent wonse ebeba no ato data no na akọ my MTN app no so a say ya wada Thursday a obie my MTN app na bonso ama option say yellow Thursday na apa na no choose now the momo ato no agye bonus na ka ho na ade mo sa atoye no no ma sa ma ticket say sini bi apeso ko bia kokoko silver best cinema Accra ne was more ka tell say sini we da say meba mo prepare ma me ho na me hwe Kumasi nso abeko Golden Cinema ewo Kumasi mo no akọ edu double bonus pa NMTF for the ma ya wada bi mo de Yellow Thursday e ma no empa utriso
Kessben Travel and Tour NNA yede ebra obebi obi de 12 waboboa no ubetu kwan na ubetu kwan no wafa wiem nko ade a bia ba kopɛ ene wakontu ho hyehyeye ɛho afutuo ɛho akwankyerɛ ɛho animdie ɔsɛ ode ebeda wɔn na ɔmoboa na ukɔ a wani ankoyɛ ontotototo obi man so wo katwi we sɛ yebusa kasa no mo karokora wonte ɛma saa de ne nto wate ɛntra Kessben Travel and Tour ɛwɔ honom te ba sɛ ɛnɛyi mi to kwan akɔman bi so minim hɔ ensɛm ɔsɛm bɛda Kessben Travel and Tour na ɔmo hwa no mutumefo yabɔkuye wɔ saa ne manimu na yetufo hotel na mpɛsɛ reservoir ɔmbɛpɛ bi a ɛhɔnom ɛbɛboa me sɛ ɛyɛ flight no so ɛna mpɛsɛ mehwɛ sɛ de kwan da bɛn na betu a ɛno so ɔmɛpɛ baby a anasɛ flight a etu time betu time ɔsɛ me check in ni nyina no ɔmo de ɛho ensɛm ɛbɛbrɛ yɛ sɛ de baako aba bɛbom ɛno de edutwam o ni nyina no sɛ nei akwanto de yɛ disika na etu woni sika a wontu kwan baby a ɔkɔso wonim hɔ na ɛbɛyɛ ya paa sɛ ɔbɛkɔ na sɛ bi wakɔ shortwo na untimi mfrɛ Wofa Kofi ana mfrɛ kewo de sɛ onye momo mreme ɛbɛyɛ ya papa enti ɛnɛyi yɛdwene ho enti yɛma ticket no on credit de ka de betwa ticket no de akɔ no yɛse fa hye wata so na de bra na yɛfa ne wonya hyehyɛ na afei wo de tu kwan no kodi udwuma no sika na bɛka ho fa kɔ yɛ duba de di bia no oba na afei hye ayɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ticket ne de ma credit no wadi so pɛpɛpɛ hwɛ Kessben Travel and Tour kyira kwan ɛwɔ Asida House your first floor hwa ana friend paying form ɛwɔ 0209 43 4999 0209 43 4999 na yenyo so
afi Kessben University College nso na free school for na mawie senior high school no so we to azu so akosuapon de a eno ane Kessben University College suapon a Ghana Tertiary Education Commission GTEC waje omatum na edomo affiliate KNUSC eno nti ukọ Kessben University College awie a degree abodin krata na de ma wo no efri KNUSC na eba na obi a opeso okọ na so we SS no onya 6 credit passes English Maths and Science course subjects no na elective subject mensa enso eka ho course o me de doso or Bachelor of Business Administration or more 4 options accounting, marketing, human resource, banking and finance or me a BSc in Information and Communication Technology, BSc in Computer Science and Entrepreneurship, a BA in Media and Communication Studies and Manano, BA in Politics and International Relations, BA in Public Administration and Leadership Studies, BSc in Nursing, midwifery, logistics, procurement and supply chain management. Union course are almost a year. Now open admission form year try. Multi-credit savings and loans and crobatabe you see num asita gan hanging up pivito ho. Afi Kessben University College City Campus were doom. Abasaya ne asida house didn't share them ho and no more. And afi Kessben Media Kumasi doom asida house and crying so Kessben Twin Towers. Abasaya wa kwame kuma circle. On main campus no ewo Continental Lake Road. Anyone can sap ewo 0501 6373 0501 6373 0264 170475 0264 170475 or so. Na inu mu eni nkomo. Okay? Mami too quickly.
The America galamsey na. Ahona de bia mebo. Na ene ye can say because moi nipa da se na se aban eye krado se wo pese otu ase no so ye lose kakra bi na omonso epekwan a ombefa so a womo edi ebewi aban se be ya ombekoso a na omotu. One thing I will say is say ababeye an albatross ebi ene ye hunu de nsunsu aso no se de e wo se hunu ye de anoka ye kenkan bi but the reality of the situation ankasa no ye hunu se de etia mesan etim ama ye hunu se mo a ye koso no na enema na ye pese ye bo ho ban na sabio wo bia sabio wo do na wo do oda wakoma so ntia e bia anamo bia also tunu ruthlessly no wontimi ntuo no esunsunso aso no eba abeda ye so ankasa encheye yatene so many times ɛna no yɛte sɛ blast bi ɛkɔ so ama efie no bi adwiri egu ɛfam ɛno ɛyɛ gold mine nankasa yɛte sɛ amanfo akɔwura pit mu ɛma ɔmawu yɛte in certain areas ɛma temamfoɔ ɛne wɔn wɔ krataa sɛ ɔsɔ mu tu ɛyɛ mining no and large scale no ɛde abɔ ani so the issue is that obiara nkasa gold no ɛnyɛ but sɛ yɛntu anamɔn ne sɛsia na sɛbio aban mpanyinfoɔ ɛne wɔn kasa ma aban anka no sɛdeɛ ne yɛka no opposition a wɔfɛ yɛbɛtena saa deɛ mu a na adi enya enti nei deɛ mesiri nyinaa ne sɛ yɛaka galamsey ɛka upi ɛna ma ɔmampanin dada Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛne ne party NPP ɛkɔ opposition galamsey ka ho bi ɛna ma Ghanafoɔ dodoɔ na ɛwɔ galamsey site no ɛkɔto aba ɛde ma ɔmampanin a wɔte so yi ɛne ne party sɛ wɔn anhwɛ yie na wɔn antu galamsey no asa na sɛ wɔn anko no sɛdeɛ ɔsɛ ɛko no a galamsey korɔ na ɛbɛtu no but deɛ ɛnhu wɔn no sɛ yɛde bɛyɛ amanyɛsɛm ɛbɛtu ɔmampanin a ɔsi so yɛ
galamsey ntumi ntu no
saa
I don't know 4 years on babio
meka party no esi so no party no ya esi so no si ɔman hwɛ yie na ɔman ko a galamsey betu party no
say gold board for so matter pick up 5 enum brand new say omo de task force no omo ko fight gala
over ɛde ba ne yɛba na mo ne yɛntum fa fighting of gala ho is it enough
who said the
issue is that they should tackle it ruthlessly. Said you can't say you be twice and I say you better tackle ruthlessly. No, maybe a state of emergency there, you ain't declare. But there are other apparatus. They should declare war because a year and I say a mamosam and a moment to galamsey in the Ghana for a day. Obisi who said, you want to say a terrorist friend saying attack on a minor. Not one more sebi. Womu ewa bemwa womu anase womu more party mwa womu etuno the party executive should look at the anase to look them in the face no mon kan chomo say yentu saade na se na emwayen the last resort said they can say I will say a year the state of emergency no they say yakun na nkwa that's the only thing because yen nyina yentimi ntena ho emi anka say bia sika kakra ye pede abo man nti Ghana ni nyina emmo it shouldn't be that way it is a mreso say we say a year the state of emergency na ye declare ewo galamsey site ne so a womo enye na ye nyi Ghana ni nsi ho because the human life no one of them lusu a eyadimu kese pa ye nyai say ye be ye ntoto ho ne ma yie na ye nkoye say bia ye declare state of emergency na say bio there was ye to anama was ye to ya say to still those things will come.
Okay,
we should find a proper way ne address the issue na enye wuwu amanfo ekum amanfo etopit mo wo mu wo yenya sabia yete baabi asa yemfa ye ho a cyanide ne mercury na sefo drifting kakra ye nuane mu ne yensuo mu no yeso ye ho entoyen na Ghana waterfall nso omso eho entom mo na yenya nsupa na ye no
kwanya ko water pollution plan o matum
ye betum say aho ya tumo nkakrakra ebe na barekasi ne yatuma kankadie ne besi
say so come mining areas na omutu borehole kra untimi fa anya hwe
obe de be den
untimi borehole so ne nya
untimi fa anya hwe enti a serious matter ne yaka na sa no so if aban oteso betu ho anamo a na felix ofuzuko ache no mo nya se bibio mbe defend no there's time some of them they should accept say ne kono eden but don't do comparison say obikase we here western we are that is not where we are we need it to go and your comparison say MPP and me and no that's not the issue
right with our CP say the fight against galamsey I saw for kasa you tag for kasa obia kasa but okonkro no mo ye galamsey wo so no a wo mo ne wo abekase yankuntia gala no enya dwen what crowd wahwe akujọ na akokase en fight gala wahwe awmafie because their source of livelihood ya omogidi say ye brape kro no ho be kire omo but they are not looking at the bigger picture in fact so where yade bi epie mining areas no a manso enclave no yade bi ye kwala ye wo mo epie mu a en yade bi pre adoso a dotofo ntimi nkyirem pa hunu adekro pote pa because ye nuane ne bi bia sesa already o man no ya say yensa ase amene udua de no wamfa eduro en spray so a enye yi wa mano inorganic fertilizer enye yie eti aduane na wo koto adie na nkasa no ye the fertilizer ammonia hye from ho vat baby wo kra do ye odrobo ho a wo di gu from ansa na de ayi seed na gu ho wonye sa ammo abese no na ya sa bonus spray asa ne akotia bedi de no no ho aye hawa abeto dada and I say galano so asaba and on say no ye banche ye bro ye koko nyina no hwemu a kire se ewuram chemicals na dey ewuram very soon ahwe ya European Union be bragana say ye ntimi ma meton koko e wo Europe bio because omo test omo ye na kire se the quality of ako Ghana so ke koko ne papa che o maybe but chemicals na ewura sase no mu no kakra ewura aduane no mu itra nye ye na so mo brae a abo beche yawe se koko syndicated loan this year banks no Ghana $4 billion se fanto koko en na beboa ma enu December no bonza fi dollar no na fi de ejina kakra koko enu ba koko syndicated loan ba pe na Ghana buy ho ha kakra na koko no ye di galay de sign na de mercury se ni nyina wi a be na netimi akonti ye for education enko ba bi o me galamsey no na ahemfo ne kuro na de hye no yema mo hun the long term effect that be how e dey brain then na make no professor usi kire say underground water usi fi a wo say pia pipe ni wo wakofa fidie no mo de aba betu mechanized borehole also mo bone asase mpa o mo the pipes on the wura from the kofom pa wo say kakra enche chemicals be wura from enye wura from a baby enu aye bottle water yes sachet water yen twi so no free from ti no nya wura nsu no wasase asene dia and they say obi everybody is affected inti je ne yakokra na wo ska akokra nsu Musa Abatwa in Aswase, cost of living has really improved under the current administration. If we then have leadership, price of goods and services, access to basic amenities and quality of care have been made affordable and available to citizens. We never knew there would be a leader who could bring the city down from 17 cedis to $1 to 11 cedis $1. God bless President Mahama. We remain grateful to him for working tirelessly in the collective interests of Ghanaian people. I'm Onifita from Asamanke say, good morning. I think we should stop blaming President Mahama on galamsey issues. Mr. President is doing his best to solve this galamsey issue. But I will always blame some of the traditional leaders because they're also doing it. Sir, I wouldn't be beyond. Abbas Amogobo, official, tools and machines for galamsey are all over for sale on the street and other mining towns in Ghana. Excavators and water pumps are for rent and for sale all over. Unregistered heavy equipment all over. So how can we fight galamsey? Stop galamsey now. We need a state of emergency now. Tell IGP that crime has now expired. Okay, Professor Oka's crime has no expiry date. So go and arrest the president now. For tell Achims that they are Sakawa. Is you come and prove it. People tell the radio stations will work. I say. Lauren Wacheke, which is senior Sorin Kwanta Wofa Kofi, I completely agree with you that the judge who presided over the misdemeanor case of Abronya is either a novice in the law or an NDC judge. How on earth must a misdemeanor accused person be reminded twice without access to bail? It's an obvious fact that the bench is now staffed with NDC fanatics. Regards Honorable Brian Champon, the next flag bearer and president of the Republic of Ghana. Hi, Jimmy Waha. Jimmy Waha. Jimmy Waha. Jimmy Waha. Jimmy Waha. Sewa from Sunya, please, what am I saying? What I'm saying is that John Mama is thinking about economy instead of thinking about how human life, but it's Ghanaians who voted for John Mama to become president, not the economy. Economy is so I am a man for Anambwa. Basaudu from Bantama, I'm urging the government to fulfill its campaign promise and take more decisive stance against illegal mining in the country, only to abandon the call to declare state of emergency now. Now that the NDC is in power, what is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. Governance is a serious business. Regards to Chairman Odenho Wofa Kofi Appiah. Freedom of speech means you should call the Inspector General, that is Ekwasi Ampeni, We are question Ubuzana. Anyway, politicians are not helping Ghana cry. I think we must go into monarchy. Ura Kwame, victory land of warriors. And all the way free by. Good morning, Mr. House. Yesterday there were those MC from office on your studio, and what he was saying. Do you know why Ghana is not moving on? This MC is at your studio, and what he is doing is because NDC is in power. We are doing this, and that instead of preaching togetherness to move his area, he is doing politics with everything at the studio. Let him continue to regard him and call him again in 2 years' time and play it back to him. Okay, right. I remember that is saying Jimmy Boachans, communication team member for opposition New Patriotic Party. Or sounds see Team Brian, PA 28. And they may have a bronye feed when your bill. Now, I heard galamsey the call for the president to declare a state of emergency and take a decisive action. Now, petrol bono, a side pigeon, say a call 14. Best I could do a 17 view and asemo. Give me a grabber. Now, where there?
Namiadum, Kakra, Eguso. My member of the Kessben, so na member in Chiason Coma will be our Jibre. I would see on Kessben on 93.3 and now Momo here so Kessben TV. Me fasa akwenya we so na ye dia sedaka siepa ama MPP for mpenfo mbeboa ye ma Chairman George Kofi Appiah etwanitia ekan jokad yedi na finshanda na weekend ya etwam yae nti me de nasie kese pa
free Afiaba
yeah
wow
Afiaba Chairman jokad nti de nasie kese pa free Nigeria Mrs Harriet Ejay ene ebusuani nyina honom ene MPP for ho de ma obibia oboaye emaye observe this 1 year anniversary na mechia Chairman odino ho Kwaku Appiah Kuka baby obia of our name say Kuka ade ba ko a amanfo ehu about him pa say odwene enipa ho so obia ka Kuka say I care uti Kuka dina de to aso aye den
I care
ena care no to the people in the region Ashanti region any party for ene omo MPP amayuku nim ene ekwan a obefa so a MPP amayuku no ebeye akono say okay about something na uye ade a ebema mpuntuo ebema yedi ebema nkoso abasa ade nim no nti se ne obi aka Kuka eye ade ba kope ne to aso I care and yenim se ade we ni de ebetumi aboa ama ye party no etumi afa ne ntoma pae den efra na ye ko eda yenim 2028 nso so no yetumi akwa yenim medase ye bawuram ofa anopai eniema miensa unse odi dollar ni CDD no ebetum na emse Musa Batwa o se ni message be onko update ni self kakra so nze sia call for ni text so no Musa de na 12.5 pa o se ni message a na wa 11 so but enye 12.5 11 na oba be kan we fidi so no enye no obi pa hwe enye no obi pa tie yen edwedifo no aye pe dollar ni bi di dwa yen nya bi mfa ni dwa no eno ho asem na Ghana fo nyina eka dollar na mu bo ho campaign ye ho bo ho to aka nsem mebiri no isi afinim no esansa na munyu su sika mfa nya hwe munye payment bia no ene ma dollar no ahoɔden ne yɛden ɛkɔ fam and one way or the other in near so across the trade war between China and the USA had an impact on all the currencies across the world. So enti sanse mu yesisi nyane ne mesisi no na yenim se yɛden ya ndisi fo ba be bo ho siri aba be ka che Ghana fo se o ma yedwuma so nko bi enti na ama dollar na hoɔden yɛden eba fam no but then 8 months down the line ye hwɛ the way a dollar na ati free na bisa se yero ato force a wo begye ho nsamra ne se ye de na asi dollar no choko no amoto ye no wan na akoyi edi ankasa na yekoso over because odwen ho a wonti ase so and ye ka dollar no na ye nuanu mandisifo omudi hu fo bebre se ye pa ban a wabetina konwa so a wodin hyehyɛ papa ato akonwam ato akwanmu to make sure say your dollar no increment no in terms of kosoro anase margin anase ejina baby ejina no MPP aban any the only political party which me abon home modern pa because ye hwɛ the period a etumi pagya ne mu akɔ be 16-17 na obie nim say na the world was in crisis. COVID-19 abreso those Russia and Ukraine war near one sensema did the trade issues by any ade nyina no affect all over the world. O man be we are safe na nyina. But no COVID-19 ni ho. And no Russia and Ukraine war bi anya den eni ho no. Enti ye hye de ekoso na obia o hwe ade ni bibia betimi aka say ade na ye out of mismanagement. Any nima empenifo edi o man nanim no omunim se ekwan ye befa so ye be ye ntotoye me kai se aban betena konwa so yi oyi sika free ye tax mu ye tax sika mu organize some conference bi on ekwan am befa so me refi title na da so to mo sa frɛ empenifo economists ne finance people so mo me kyerɛ mo adwen emfa ekwan a ye betimi afa so a dollar no be stable. Ye de saa sika twitwiri die no kowura saa adwuma die nim ye betene no over adeda na eda ho no mi sika ye spend ye ho conference ye ho symposium ene ya sa back to square one dollar na ate afa so ye kɔ no ende bia no ade ba ko a wofa eye soronko efa amane a omanfo ehu efa dollar ho under this government ne say ukọ Bank of Ghana na so ukọ commercial banks na dollar no ye maubi nti enam no kase no say ye 12.5 our Bank of Ghana slate so a Bank of Ghana no any commercial banks na anya de a wo benya bi wo mo mfa ma ne emfa ma ochena ye say ko abochi ho nti sade ne 12.5 our Bank of Ghana if 10.5 about 12.5 a over ukoduru abochi ho no ma time na ye 10.5 no na abochi edege 13.5 eye 10.5 no na abochi edege 13.5 nti ene Bank of Ghana de na ko 12.5 no automatically abochi ede ne de be ma 16.5 and this is crisis ni or how amania wo mu a omudidwa ekum because de bia no de ono kɔ kwan so akofa ne ma ba de ono kɔ Dubai de ono kɔ hina akofa ne ma ba no so ohia dollar ni bi de akɔ na se Bank of Ghana se wo man bi mfa nkɔ de ya then automatically abochi wa no bɛkɔ abochi wo no so de wo kɔ 16.5 na wo bɛ de wo betua nti ade no ɛyɛ 12.5 and na se 16.5 ɛno ne question a yebi se nuan mandisifo ɛne aban a ti akonwa so because ensem a mo kan ɛfa economy ho ne de mo keke nyina se is say di ahoto aba na ahoto aba ne yentutu obi akatuem over akatua no yemfa bi nka ho se so no yenka ne hunu se liter bi a beto bia no 1 Ghana eda so liter bi a beto bia no 1 Ghana so de eda so afedie mo ye se sika wi a mo gigi nyina no mo gigi de aboa se de be ya ye fu ho nsensem no betimi ayden agina yie but still masaba fu an say Wofa still ya tutum we say am no ka say truck drivers taxi drivers omunya omo increase lorry fares e ukroma nsuo any electricity crowd offer yenka ho asem in 8 months 3 separate increments ye one ya bani abeka cho say ye pese ye services na you provided no you provided the best quality of service. But the best quality of service na mo kan wasem ni nyina chi no ye giska ni wi a near Sam Becacho say, yes, said Jiska for your baby something that says Scafo for ya, or best some Mudia, then I'm person Mudia, almost say, and so see a best quality of service now. And it's first kind of Mojian. Yes, we shall bang a bang among we are within 3 months, we make increment, electricity, and issue. You were one and must the buy. Some Musambaji increment beam. And now you will we. One side the assam beam say, must have a increment beam. Over. And you so and it was a ba. Now you to meet young Sicano. You soon baby or crowd over you soon a ma. Lighty baby on Mukrana. Yen so farmer or more. And so they be an increasing. And no ukuta 50 cities, ukuta 100 cities. Let's all go lighter. Yet two who now the diakan or the coffee, no aqua so. See, I know the question, man, assassin. Into your bino, a dance is sent or dear good on the ama or man for. A dance is sent or dear good on the ama mebuno. Mokasabi bree. Mokasabi bree, say, a human who sabi you, a human any walk rano. I bind that down. If I saw the nap could be by you. Or the nap could be by Emma and Mebuno 3 years. Omoko share home ko ye juma bim ko nya experience e binum faso nya juma. That was an alternative our previous government or the two honum. Enu ko mu kaseti aye. Se nya papa enye sei. Se si amoba ye no ye ko bosumi nkrumu ni. Ana bosumi nkrumu na ewe. E dien pa na maya dia fa Mebuno juma ho. O ka che se bimba ye juma no pa awia anwumre anajo. Na anadwo na Mebuno ba ye juma kan ya ni ho no ma de na che se juma no betu.
Okay, that's it.
Nti ye besiri nuanum Ghana for. Ye besiri nuanum Ghana for. Ye besiri nuanum Ghana for. Ofa galamsey kran den na
o de se nkomra. Se o ko sha sifra ase. Na nka pese ye kan no ansa ba o ko sha sifri dollar na so na o pimba ti mame mfesi na mkuti ankabra. Arabo Ebenezer Ekoko Frimpong, former MC DC Central, former Nalak president, Obundia, Sinukrum Bosoka Kwe. Arabakwaba.
Yamedio.
Na hoye de.
Nyankopa da Romania hwe
mami tio nra e commercial say e wayem nanso yiginam yiwie ya ye ko ne akoto aso kofim say ya wada e be kwa akope na nakrabre no ho nti no so bia so metayechi
ye kura nachi ye dika no pim so ye mari akọ na santima nyina so ye mayen ho yako nyame bo a ye de ya wada na ye ne mampani so ye be koye
beba
nti ye so ye wa hobo mu a ne program bi na me ko nti na ama me kura manfa me brisi ni me kuntunkuni nti me free he ya na me wie program na me koda me ho nti me fasa kwanya isu na me chia Kessben 93.3FM ne ahwefo nyina enkanka omo no hwe ye no muti free ye mpesu so nsuta kwa ma bi poso ne nkrasi ni nyina na omo hye omo ne ekoku a na omo akasa kueku ye misi ye ekueku ye misi ye me chia obibia me ba na me wofa se bwachensa na o ka bebi fa CD no senia na hoden ekofom na dollar na ekosoro no kwasem ni ha na nso so onka hu se brunya eba no a ya afi no kwawie no saa na ya natie saa bre no amanfo ekra no ma nti no omo kra no ma ya ye de bedi brunya nti bre bia no abai bia ya oho bia enye ndi si abai nko a utimu se dollar no ekosoro na CD no hoden ekofom because obia ekra no ma obia demand for the dollar no ya na ekosoro but on sanka hu se o mampani abra ya ohia ntwofo ensem twofo no kan bibi se no ye abai no ye na dwen se ebia dollar na hoden ekosoro na CD na hoden ba fomo a obey bibi afa ho na enkoba se de no matie no ye nyina no ye mfa no saa kosi se ye behu se o man no sikasem no akoduru gina bia ya amasi na ho de ankasa no naturally no ayeye nye se bia Bank of Ghana edi dollar no gum no the dollar no gum no the dollar no gum eba saa no a emwa nti eno so ka ho bi anka buy pa anka ye reserves aya ye wo no no the gum send ye be ya seed na ho den no be kosoro na dollar na ho den no aye dey abafo mo ka buy pa which buy sa but we chire the situation ko be worse we nim say first quarter second quarter na minimum but at least first quarter no abai no enya gold board no operations inti abai no nya about $6 million ya ni nyina no itimi boa ama seed no itibi gina ye senka nye gold board omo operations ya boa ma dollar no kura timi buy anka situation kura be worse than this inti ewo mu se enoma anye de nanso abai no gusu aya obo no homoden e wo sa kwan no so enti na eno de meka fa ho no galamsey
emaho say no dollar no ama say petrol no so I have 3 times in here twa near to my neck to mo e ba no say petrol no baby be 13 point something, diesel be 14 point something, LPG increment range from 4% to 9.6%.
Yeah, I know the say offer unim say a automatic adjustment no and they decide na ba. Sabrebia the edikai petroleum products no bo ebe kosro fan o bo be kosro ewo amanone anase wiase baby aya ye ton fan o ene ho no ma no. Na ne bo kosro a esese ye hwe se ye be adjustment nenye se bia abai ede ni sika akokboa ade ye fen se all subsidize no saade no ebrebi atwamu Ghana abai enye saade ni bio nya ndi abai breso nemom brebi atwamu abai bia ye obaba bia no saade no onya bio se se petrol boy ye din a na abai no eboa na odi sika bi ayede aboa se de be ya ne bo beba fam no abai ja saade ne ye eno ni de edi kai na fe de to so mienu eye se sabra ya sidi ahoɔden bɛkɔ fam na dollar ahoɔden bɛkɔ soro no na ama petrol ne boa yɛ den sɛ nipa nrofo na kra na ɔmo de aba nti na ne boa yɛ den nti sɛ ne boa yɛ den saa de a na sɛ eduru Ghana ha sɛ so a ɛboɔ no yɛyɛ de yɛtum
say the experiences is here
sɛ na saa no ma we ya yɛ ka ho asɛm sɛ si yi ɛnyɛ sɛ ebi abai bi ya wo hɔ ɛnyɛ NDC abai anaasɛ MPP abai asɛm nemom omo koto omo
say dollar na de aba ya mebo no sa kɔ na MPP for de no net
na America no nti saa bre ya ye kasa yi de se obi ba na obeka ho asɛm na o ye te se ebi abai bi na woso nti na ne bo kɔ ana ne bo kɔ fom a enkanka efa price adjustment yi ho a de America ne se wei enye abai asɛm ade ya enhyehyɛ ya de ato enya abai bi bre so say bi NDC abai breso ne ba ya yes an hyehyɛ ne de ato hɔ nhyehyɛ ya da dada MPP abai breso no omoye abra ya sidi no buo dollar no buo be kosoro anase na ho de be kosoro ne sidi no aho de ba fam bia no na petrol ho ensensem na ne buo no ne atum se ba se e bia dollar na ho de ekofom ne sidi na ho de soso ekosoro a eno so ne ate so
na omutuma se de ani nye ho
wo say
ye ne nye ho omutuma
Hwana tumu.
So omutumu a. So na okay say ba omutumu a. Na yina na esu.
Oh, enu de esu de mekura no, de me sa kaka ho, be sa ka bibi kura sa ka ho biu. E ba sa un se, eya na nka lorry fare na driver for so ye dey. Na omo peso omutumu. E ba sa na passengers no e complain.
Nuane bo.
Na ni nyina so e ka no ma bebre because omo so omo kofa nuane ba no. Na lorry fare no boy den. Na nuane bo so e boy den. Aye den. Na driver for so no yen kan hu so omo so oman no omo ka hu bi o omo so no eboa economy no nti abra ya petrol bu okosoro na omo so no running cost no okosoro na so ka so o unpeso omo tumu susu de a nya de aye be yi nti no petrol bu de ekosoro a nya de aye eboa na emom se de medical akire mu no ye nyina nhyehyɛ a ya Ghana oman no ya hyehyɛ de ato hɔ no se enya NDC abai na ye ya hia de ato ho ne se sabra ya petrol buo be ye din ewo amama dwa so ana se world market no ese se ye to petrol no mu ana se ba se dollar no ekosoro ne si de ho den so e ba fom so a ese se ye adjustment ne atumu eno ne ade a ye de aba enti se ofa wo ka ho asem a deɛ mɛka ne sɛ ɛnya deɛ ayɛ a baeɛ no gye ho ɛnya deɛ ayɛ a ɛyɛ de pa ɛnya deɛ ayɛ a ɛboa ɛma sɛbe yɛasekyena mu ɛkɔ yie nanso saa na aba because sɛ ɛba sɛ sidi ahoɔden ɛkɔ fam na dollar ahoɔden kɔ soro na wantom susu a ɛnya deɛ a ɔmo kɔtɔ petrol no ba bɛtɔn no ɔmo so betimi akɔ so ayɛ business amana yɛ yie enti na ɛno deɛ ɛwɔ mu no
okay me that's it Jimmy
sɛ me Wofa ka sɛ ɛno deɛ ɛwɔ mu no a Wofa Kofi me ne ɛnya adwen because yato aba de amamo yato aba 56% yato no boom ɛna de maamo so you have to fix the country
over wakawi yato
aba Wofa me wie Wofa nya butre me wie apem
Dabi empem me kra.
Dabi de wa usika se ma wie na opese obamu ne de. Empem na apem. Over. Ya etia banso no. Mo kan bi kire se. Ya de oman na se ensa.
Yeah.
Ofa ne wa ma me ho adwiri me pa o. Ofa ne nchechire mu a wo de ma se ade bi wo petrol prices in de ne de se amano ne ebo no petrol bo no kosoro de a ene ya ade da ho anya aban bi sese enya aban bi mfom so. Ofa na ye opposition mu opposition nya na ye besia wa. Ne atumu a uba na uba abanchi uba ekufu do echi uba mpipi abanchi but ne no nze as the way of awusi kasa no as o kasa na dane aye foforo but mete wase because enema nya den enkoyie enema to ape e wo manim na wo famity se wo kan good board e good a wo matumi aye den e de akwa ma no ne akoton na no so mama mpani so ka se galamsey good no kra no se etumi nya so mfa so a enumum ye better na omu bisa no question na say na ye the way excavators e ba o maimu anajo ye excavators wo port anajo Wofa Kofi mo fa camera me gina Santasi roundabout one mo no unse say roundabout na lead to manso so obi de excavator si kai ya efa low bed bi so kwa on ontimi mfa baabia because of the tenten Santasi roundabout one na mofa into the bomodin na be gina hono be 1 hour bi ne hwe excavators nko ndisi aban betena konwa so ya twende wura manso mpotemu ne adanse mpotemu honom e bi si da ene netco kura e call for an increment ene VR for e call for an increment enso ni nyina ya teche enso mampani ma ka kire Ghana for say yeto abama na ade chia yeto abama na ade chia galamsey ni nyina no ebe den ebeko ene yebisa say mo gold board no ene gold na mo so mo ton eye galamsey gold no ebi kan ho ana se ebi kan ho dia ene Wofa NDC emwa o my Ghana wa kwan bi aso because afi de abana jetum say obetimi de galamsey sika no gold ne free galamsey ho ebeba no obetimi de ayempuntudwuma ene sa de yen sensuo no yen sensase no yen twamfuo ni kokoo ni nyina ntungu na gold na yebenya free sa galamsey nim no yen fa nya o mani yi na yebisa wo bosumi nwotwe ko bosumi nkurum na aban betena akonwa su ya o se wotumi export 41 over 1 tons of gold impuntudwuma be na wo ye no wo manim yebisa ai bi mu che dollars yi ebi mu che dollars yi yebisa se impuntudwuma be na tumi ayeden akoso na Wofa ene de me Wofa njeje mu o ma no se September beduru ni be Christmas ma dollar ne yeden ekoso because of ejadi Wofa gufo do betena konwa so mfi woche yedi bronya nko a enwoche be sa time no na dollar ne kosoro a yen fancheche mu we mase bronya yeden ba Wofa wankasa utem ka che se Wofa no wo some bia no wo pushi se wo mo ekoto aba mu wuye no ndc ba power Wofa jai because Wofa nya to me say Wofa appointment na aba so ana am I there in before amwo and this monwe no because the way I Wofa see ye adwuma ma aban no wo Kessben hanum say no say entumi amba na che say entwe yi ndi Wofa Kofi de ye kan nyina ne say galamsey no ene Ghana waterfall de bia o mo tunsuo buom nti wo ye temamuni na wo pipe Ghana waterfall nsuo wo fi a galamsey na ekoso a aban aye nhwe ha wa failure wotumi nye bibia mfanfa ho no ene Ghana waterfall beji wu timamuni na wo use pipe wo fie no obeji usika na de onu ye gold na onye sika gu no botom no ono mo kwa de omonom ayi pipe ibio omonom voltic omonom vena ne belakwa nti ye sensuo no ma wa na ono anya gold no na okoto belakwa ne voltic e de akosi ne fie na wo na ya se unsuo a wonom pipe wo fie no ye se bibi the cyanide eno na ma kidney issues ne liver issues ne sa ne mani nyina adoso no sansuo na omo ye galamsey ni edi ndo nugum sansuo na ne etuti de bre wo fie me ye no no eno abi na de anuane ma ye ma no no nti aban no ensema oka ye no akosi sen same jamfi dafu yai over ono no tumi ko galamsey side ko sansuo na joyful ene nsire femfo nyina omo nyina omo jai ye sensuo ne de kosi studio ne ye discussing over ndc betina konwum wo hu se journalist bi nsire fm joy fm obi akosa nsuo ni bi obi akosa bi e de baba be studio bi ye discussing obi akoda civil societies obi akoda because ye hu say no aban we buy no or appoint media for or appoint civil society for and no more appointment ti obi akoda obi ayedin because ukoka first no January February March April no so oba ye nchaye but say it was September MPP bar power 2017 as at now September 2017 na omampani Akufo-Addo na sike bi enu oman so no start free senior high school policy. That is the MPP for you. Nti mampani Mahama ni ndisi aban omfa omonan ensi form oman Ghana de yenyeku democracy ne de ye adwuma nti fie nan ne de eye den ya umetumi atwa but yesre Ghana for yesre asanteman yesre obi a oka bi ewom de ne yehunu oman Ghana mu de ne yehunu asante de ne yehunu wo Ghana other regions ni nyina no and this aban bossa wo seye ensem mo kan ye nyina over enano madam for ba ko ndc ni bi o say ai amu ba no ma ye niam bebre na me say bi o say o ma yi betting tax no o ma yi afri ho na me say na mo yi betting tax che say na mebunu no mo ko twa bet mo ma mebunu no adwuma nye mo ma emebunu no mo adwuma nye mo ka kire mebunu ne say 24-hour economy of September mu ne ewe no September mu ne ewe and na obi bisa mampani enkokwa nkete no akwa akosi sen enkokwa nkete kura abose kura yentumi nizo over yentumi ni nkokwa nkete ho bose yentumi nizo na 24-hour economy na obetimi adi so se mebunu ebi adwuma no pa awia enwumra nya na joro eno na mampani betimi adi so amanfo abemabu ene matetia pansam bibia enkoyi but ni nyina mu no over ye benum suo ayeden atwen ope
okay
na wo ka bibia about cocoa syndicated loan no over anim say cocoa syndicated loan eni wo biem
sa
yeah you were brain champion ene dey all press MPP form penny for beto abama na be flag bearer obeye agric minister no see there bi yentumi ntina honom emma broni a ope Ghana cocoa no onka nche Ghana fo se Ghana fo nkobo busia wa manone na yemfa ntoto cocoa ni mfiri kuafo ho yewie a ya sa service interest da busia no so ne busia ni nyina enti yera brand champion be agric minister in 2023 no eno decide say we ye broni kokko na wo pe Ghana cocoa dia fa wusika ye den ebra na yemfa nkoko kuani no honom ne nkoto koko ni nya den emfa ma yeto wi a be fa koko na fa ye den efa ko nti free 2023 a yira brand champion ebe ye agric minister ofa ene cocoa syndicated loan na aban eduru cocoa season bi aban je no ene amene o kasei yira brand champion adaroma eni hobiem
Okay.
And so I didn't want to kutana or the baby lady MPP Amayuku and your my Ghana. If you say what's your son mu near Jenny Wawa near the Eba.
But that's it.
And that's it.
I'm going for over. Aha. Galamsey, they say them say. They say Galamsey. National Television Conference, Coalition Against Galamsey, and acting Chief Justice. Bafuboni Munina, almost Galamsey, no, iOS. No, for the scratch for which they say a mampeni a timeline. Send me back within this period. Me say no, me to us sorry. And now catch a Chief Justice say on for evidence. Say I feel na Galamsey no, agency mo ebra. Of I want to say Galana say obi any a break ho asem. But a baby also tempted so could two galana sepe many area for him be two. That's a be a banner or massage and a cracker. Ava, dear, what you want to say?
Okay.
As your party in government.
The Americans say
they are done.
Mint naha na menka se galamsey. Abai no buy no yetimi to asie. We haven't yet won the fight against the galamsey. Nanso so igusu a ya ye de ebetimi sania ofosuku achikan ye no omampani wa ma deadline bia say ana timeline bia so me ba boso me ba ko pe na otwemienu pe ana na otwemiensa pe betu galamsey ase na menu ya boachi ansa ana me ofa ase boachi ansa o kasa no said the no sikasa no ubeka se galamsey no enna abai no peso so no de bibia
of the campaign
na gold board no aya tie no obi ti se chairman sabon sukura wa ka ho asem se eya de pa because adenti ne yes yet na ho na ye gudie o man na gudi o ye tuo no na India for China for Lebanese o mutimi babeto na omo akwakoto na manone na omo nya mfaso na yenya ye de ya no yenya ho hwe ene ya nhye se ye ya ebeto ya de ye de bekwa manone na akwakoton ne mfaso no ye de baboa oman no empuntuo ne nkoso enya de bone na enye no ene magalamsey de ekoso o kasa no no ka bibi se omampani se galamsey ni ye na yede aboa o mine sikasemo enye saa na o mampani mama okaye ba bia enu ho aya okoka say galamsey no ene wo ye anaye Ghana for ye na odi aboa o mine mpuntuo o see small scale mining responsible small scale mining wonwa ya o mutu agudie anasa o mutu sikakoko a o mu akeka ho abomu o mo ye ne kakra anye se e be a large scale mining to say boys gold mines no ne ade enye no na emum o mo no e na ye hwe kwan be fa so a ye be mo mo aye no e kwan papa so na sika ya mo the gold o mbenya no so ye ma obi mfi ba bi ma meto no no nkonkonya so mfa so na ye no ye mfa ye nsa enhye damre famu ofa se the medical ka no me say enya de ameka say galamsey no ye tuase nanso metimi akapa se obi betimi etu galamsey ase a na yo mampani yonda mani mama de nti aya meka sa ne se ono de o mfie nan on sa ma biu na obi aka se wo na me ye galamsey wa mama anye nti no mento aba
eno so the next form
enti na meka se minu abo achi ansa o ma ne bunto mimi wo mampani yonda mani mama ne wura chimpa me wonu mu awrehye mu pa se ono nko ani ni po betimi adu galamsey ase because on sama mejina watuna num tuo so on sama mejina bio enti obi a ya o ye galamsey bia no ese so ogina yi because obetu ase
maybe ade ni giant say no coalition against galamsey Calebisha obi a say declare a state of emergency man penin so kire say this is not the time
say me kaba wo no enna wa kire say wo political wall no mampani John Dramani mama and watch this all political war say ampampa and yet party yasem and enye say beto abade amame na ye ntoba emfa mame asem na emom no ekwan bia so metu to the extent say ono ne party for okura mpo no so oti say yes wo ye galamsey kura o say ye investigate too na fe or determination ampampa wa wiata so be na many will catch us abri. Forest, bear some and cron. Say, what he said, galamsey, no, almost stop all. And no grano,
do we have the list to go and check? You mean your lesson?
Oh, say what of a mebano, said Gawaya. Forest, I almost galamsey or motimia 2 or more year free mono dear. Let's know, but maybe Senka, a idea, minim say, oh, babusa left no dear, and come the baby. And ya non qua. Say, almost I a proposal say, ye babe am them de, sir, 24624 a law no Maakye, L.I.N.A. Ya a Maakye say. Yen ye prospecting yen to galamsey. No, yen to gold, ewo forest mono. Ye babe bra. Afei ye omo gold a mining companies no babe sign what we call reclamation bonds. Ya enche kra no say o si o pese o ye small scale mining. O pese o ye any type of mining na. Ya wonim se be say as asia. De ye ka che no say ye no sign bond do say baby ya obey adwuma bia no uwi a ese se o hwe se ubetimi amasa se na sai enye no nko a say ye were national anti illegal mining operation secretariat ya eno no ye hwe se omo no ni omo hia omo de beko galamsey no enye se bi ye ya no keke ana se bi ye ya soma nipa se mo nkonkoye enkanka yayi ebia party for yes monko dabi ye establish a whole secretariat na ya hwe se enoma on behia omo de be adwuma ebi ni state pickups na ya gold board dia ma won na no ye
5
entimi de memi wa rehemu se galamsey no ye beko ampa Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference omo de aba se yanku galamsey even acting chief justice kura wa ka ho asem ya obie ni ebrese galamsey na sese woko me ma bet na hayi me ba na me tie de mo kanyina galamsey no nya de aye bebo Ghana say illegal mining irresponsible mining no aye na nya de bebo Ghana ye nkora abremu wo fa de wati fie emse sa na matipie duro wo hwe ye nkora abrem kankan kurase se de na duani asi abuo me ba me tie de wo kanyina o to the extent say wo beko obi edanim na nyamedua so okay ya aduane na bua no de wadi amabiaka no de aba beto se wo wutwa mu bia no utimi kofa bidi waje ansa no de wo mo hunu bi so ade ase abua na ode agu nyamedua so se wo aya wo pe na aduane na buo no fie nti utimi fa na wakwa kodi ebi wo kura me suwa bi de fam so adwon otimi di gu ha ma ne bre obi akura hia so enti no se ye tena ho ne ye se ye pesika dia yo man enu ntino ye na ho amamanfo dia galamsey abrekura ye sa sika no sabi mpaduasa se empo ma no benya ho mfaso okura mpo no individuals no mo ye galamsey no ena de edi kan no omo de ye omo yi o no man so ya asase na esei obi de ho betna ho no aye sa na media mediji ho no se yes charity begins at home ono omampani na so ye na bai mu eni ne party fuo mpo no wo hwe se nani abreso omo ye galamsey hokura ne ade aye maniji ho ye chese nani abreso o political will say galamsey no obeko so hu ofa se abai bi ba na se o party fuo wo bai mu fuo omo gi galamsey ginam no wantimi anka ho asem se de frempo boaten report ba ya o mampani dada atna so amfie mienu anka ho hwe to the extent se frempo boaten ye beto abakura mpo no wo se anu ntikura no wonto abamfama MPP enye no bi na mom no ye hwe se galamsey ni betumi akono yiye na me se me de ntia me wo mampani John Dramani mama ni mu arehwebu ni se ono no o mfie naipe
okay
ya enya de ya obi beka se galamsey ya wa mama nkuntimi nto abama e obu se well e betumi aka party no se NDC party ono ka ho binti but we de migidi se ono okaso obeko a obetumi akon because enya de ya osa ba begida se nto abama
okay that's Jimmy you be na so an saka 2 minutes
ye di
juma galande ya kan wi nti abronye se de jano enura but judge no so call retirement o and then 16th September and then the last day but also on your promotion there commitment stay on for another 5 years because also superior court now a higher court of appeal no is 65 years. But our lower court on the I will do 60 or retire. But then appoint high court appointment. Say Jackra for the good nature, and to be about the net of a retire. I'm brought Jack of us, my friend, or the coffee, you know.
Now, of I DC, you know, Kessben and galamsey, me offer. I wasn't cogitum say, Mampani Mahama were fairly. So, baby, Bosumi Krumudi, I read you are doing the sequel. Or fairly be a chopan a bepa Ghana for Choa. Near Pomocho say, a buying to me any day, and ye and more of us work car buying no. So, until which made Jinema, no Apachawa, be a deal modio, I galamsey kuna kuduno, imche ye, the Guasiaba. They be a call any no ye who we will farm obey. Na over Masori, Fire Embassy International, ye Jume DB ya Tunidi, October to remember. October to remember, from the 1st to the 7th of October. The first Akunya way so now. My name is Wofa Reverend Appiah Deborah. Yatu and Sa Edia Fra Santa Mai. Say Mumra.
Okay. Yeah, na could receipt
come up. With the receipt, Baba. I could receipt number.
Ava. Me Abraham Yasemidi.
Okay, be.
Because me Casa make a beer. Or beer M1. On some ba Tidio Haya. Me catch you say Nipa me nubi. One PP party more. Me person be boom with the cry. Because woman ma a Mario senka omo ne ye hiase e na nanko omo wo a Mario mu a ka me kura Mario kura nka menye bi. To be very honest with you, ye hiase emfo Ashanti region. Ye hwe nipa ya MPP for the omo hiase. Lawyer me. Oh, noble man. Efiri ho Dr. Don Kofodio, FF Anto, any amankwa. Uko brahafo a one your friend is saying oh
no, referee the akasa. So okay.
Me kai wana jei, kwame ajei. Some noble man be big businessman o, me kabra hafo, omo fair chairman. Ene ba ajei da kon. Wa hwe ajei da kon noble man. Wonye de mu nipa yi abronye atem didie me ba na me eleti nkan ka me de ni video ya waye. Hwe di pada pa nipa wei mo de ni kokoye regional chairman.
Ofa yi
na hwe de waye party.
Nine forest no ono nim so bebo ba.
Me ka ayi hwe efiri ho ageda ko ho na eba mponsa. Na momo party mu kura hwe regional level. FF Anto hwan da enipa noble people aya ho di party ni animu a enipa ndi gi party no ho ma nipa bu party no. Na nipa aya otibi di atem say atem me kura me video no kura me ntimi ntie. No fa sa nipa wei sa mo jeje do so a mo party na anwu ade ebeka so a me de me kwan ebefa so a ya ebeye se na ebeye amra kwan se de nfa so no de ye hwe se de nfa so na mom se ye jeje no so ne ye ni se ne na e sa kra na o ye popular sa no man kra me mpese me hwe se me hu no o ye popular
of na chief azoka de na ye mfa
me meka tietie de me kaba me de no mo ye engokrafo mienu na your mother no mo sa no man no ma we no me enya de me manage ho me a victim of sa no man no enti kura na me hunu kura na ye metai say at a certain point in time you say the post to be kura ma me obi so a gentleman too much. Look at this now who knows how unye gentleman see party ya no eno ne de na azoka ne mo party buga no mo ye o TV so no eno na ye de ye ba de be free mo aba me sa no man me tia kura
of a forest no eno so for my baako
so
a forest na mo so my
ya wie
na say eno de wampani kura no oye ayi okan se wutie ya forest no de se na make say list do ho Kofi Bua obubo list ni nyina se si ya Google kura
right me time na so
Google a obehu nye se bi de anokwa na make say Google a obehu sa forest ni nyina ya timiari clip ya se se yenye galamsey wo mu enya modie no bio enya modie no
reclamation
modie no si ye yi galamsey na firi mu enya modie no bia ya moma kwa amanfamfo ye ko ka ho asem kura ho so obi anya galamsey wo mu enya modie no bio
right me that say abuzafo ye dey see a ote Jimmy Boachiansa enkai BA 28 one era honorable Beliza Ekoko from former DC Central former like president and then etie womono ke yewe na birthdays no kakra wan yeva ensoro so
that's right
pages why krado a yenko na ene birthdays ho na dofo nyakopɔ de afia ka omo nkwa na ho no yenchia omo soronko kwa azekra we efre Mrs. Ado marketing Kessben marketing managers was say for happy birthday sonko ma ne ba Michelle Afole Ado or your 5th year medical student or KNUSC. Michelle enya me Michelle that new video menka from Mrs. Ado de busuani nyina no was say baba so nyankopon hira no na Michelle de wo ye bia nyankopon hira no ma yi ni adoye enso eniwachi Mamemfa happy birthday sonko nsoma mesini kwabra osese premo bisa kwabra osese mpom efri Asante Dwaben also a chief auditor enso ewo Ghana Cocoa Processing Company Brasin Primo and also awda enunti abusuafo wokafo for senior abusuani nyina se ma happy birthday sonko oso nyakobo nhyirawo na ofa yie ni adoye eniwachi ongoso antre washim na onye kese kopem se obe kese pa happy birthday sonko ede de ma Mr. Japan Edward Mr. Japan de ta from nkwanfo o atwemajeche we efre general apel a general apel say Mr. Japan Edward AK nkwanfo also nyakopo inshaw na onye okese pa happy birthday to you bright idia me saka na no we efri wadan for Ike here wa Kessben Media was it bright also ene ewa oda and nyakopo onye okese pa happy birthday to you SK Blinks this coming from all your friends was say they love you so much to Yakopon Gosora na on Trewashim on for ye in the day in which they try to her happy birthday to you, Lydia Ndago, we are level 300 student, our College of Nurse and Midwifery, our Tano Dumase, Lydia Ndago. Today is your birthday. This coming from your friend Lizzie. So we wish you all the best on the special day of yours. Okay, Yanko.
Right, happy birthday, Nkoma Nicholas Amwako over St. Martin's Hospital. O sweetheart adwa se onkancho se ne wodo ne onwa baby a nyasim kuma kra. And happy birthday, Nkoma Jiggy Randall. So wishing you long life and prosperity. Nti Jiggy Nyankopon enshaw na oma niama boni nyina mfiri wakwemu. Niama pankwa na mra wakwa. Happy birthday, Nkoma Isaac Oforit Galazi, your professional teacher of Queen's Girls Senior High School. Ewo ahwiaso Nyankopon emwa brajo se nyame enshaw na omie na kwemu emfa ema. Happy birthday, Nkoma Alberta Jemfi eta from mame ya se Nyankopon emma kwatenten nyansa ne yedie na afei ommo ho ban. DJ Sensible wo Adishare FM ewo bibie ni no se wish you happy birthday. Sanso na happy birthday, Nkoma Ama Pretty we every ajo 20 o se ene osoro ensre enhwe wanim omra wodi wa wodai na omma woso enkosoro. Happy birthday enko emma my lovely mommy Ekuya Poma, special birthday blessings na emfri osoro emfa emra nyini ewo adumu eni enhyremu Akko Gold luxurious hair no se enkancho se happy birthday nkoma Evans Entry CK or USA o se na day emfa enhyra eni awieye sika ene enhyra ebroso nipa entiasem ene adansidia ebroso emra so we free onamfonom ene wadu abusua no say we show happy birthday. Sound happy birthday nkoma lawyer Benjamin Oseboating or Dominion Chambers edum we are director ewa Bosontwe Rural Bank PLC tiene ewa woda lawyer Benjamin Oseboating we every Benedicta asmanin Kokofu Nursing Training College no say Nyankopon sha na enei enye da stronko emfa emma over
right ebusiafo ha de dwede no esi sore so ama se Jola Kania bedwafo no enso aba betoa so na meka wo se ebo ewia dumienu pepepa komenhia na afi ya science so de day 2.ye no so no de aka nyina so ato so ke edi eko
komenhia
ndi omo twen
free 12 na kono
de bebe bia
nyina so
on behalf of the morning crew Rose Sudan kwa Madam Yaya technical department for nyina Stefan kwa chini omo ka ho nyina Wofa Kofi Appiah say Jola ka eba the best for ashia betwa so yakramo bye bye.
We'll be right back. Gotta pay some bills.
The luckiest everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
de. Mentinka kekeo. Miniman kasa. If you say the luckiest season 3 asayaba.
Afe mami nchew ekwan a obefa so nye wo ticket but star 712 hash na di ehihye no so to wo ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo the luckiestafrica.com se bia mia community ticket no